Hey everybody, I'm Tim Ward and welcome back to Garden Sense. Folks, you never cease to amaze me in terms of the questions that you guys send each and every week. We really appreciate it. This past week I had over 100 questions just flooding my inbox on an assortment of topics. So we actually picked 5 questions that we're going to address here today. So buckle up everybody, let's jump right in. The first question is from Anne Marie. Tim, should I add turf trust right after seeding? So here's what we recommend. You put down the seed the same day you put down turf trust, and then you're gonna cover it with what we recommend it would be easy straw. Now, in terms of the turf trust, make sure that you're using Turf Trust Professional Starter Formula. It's an amazing product, and what's great about it is it's gonna feed your lawn for up to 13 weeks. So again, you're putting down seed, that grass is gonna take a couple of weeks to start germinating and growing, but that turf truss is gonna last for up to 13 weeks. So it's really vital that you put down turf truss the same day that you put the seed. And again, make sure you're using the starter formula because it contains phosphorus, and really that's what your grass is gonna need to grow and to really strengthen those roots and help it get established, especially during those first couple of weeks when the grass is just starting to grow. The next question is from Donna. Hello, Tim. Despite the fact that I used grub control, I must have put it down too late. The grubs attacked my lawn. There are many dead patches, but there is also plenty of grass left as well. Can I repair the lawn by seeding, or does the entire lawn need to be replaced? All right, so let's talk about grub control products first, and then we'll talk about your lawn. The optimal time to put down grub control products really is going to be at the earliest, it's going to be mid-April, and then you're going to want to look to possibly get it down as late as mid-May. So again, there's about a 30-day window where it's going to be most effective. Then you're also going to want to look at towards the end of July and up to mid-August. Again, that's kind of your other little magic window to get down grub control. So if you put down grub control kind of outside of those periods, it can still be effective, it just may not be as effective. And based on your email, it sounds like you may have just missed that window. But that doesn't mean that all hope is lost. So in terms of the lawn and how to kind of really patch up those areas, first of all, you don't need to start over with the entire lawn. But what I would recommend doing, because that grass and those brown areas that you're seeing from where the grubs were, that's dead grass. They were feeding on the roots and it's probably not gonna come back next year. So what I would recommend doing is actually basically ripping up the grass where those dead areas are, and then basically filling the hole back in with some additional topsoil and then putting down some new grass seed. So really you're gonna treat it like you're seeding a new area. It's just gonna be in a little bit smaller area. The rest of the lawn should be fine. Again, grubs typically, when they hatch, they concentrate themselves in really kind of a radius of a couple of feet, and that's really where they will feed on the roots the most. And again, that's why they don't really spread too far beyond that. They don't need to, because once they become a little bit more mature, then you gotta look at a different product to actually treat the insect themselves when they're out of that grub stage. So again, you want to put down your grub control really between, say, April 15th and May 15th, and then let's say end of July and middle of August. So those are the 2 windows. And then again, just rip out the grass that has been eaten by the grubs, put down some topsoil, put down some Bermuda Turf Saver RTF that's available over at rosensonline.com. Make sure you put down some Turf Trust Professional Starter Formula, cover it with easy straw, and again, in a couple of weeks, you're gonna start to see that grass come back real nicely, and by next spring, you're not even gonna be able to tell that you had any grub damage. The third question is from Frank. Tim, I have this weed which has lawn shoots taking over my yard. How do I kill this weed? I tried Weed Beater Ultra, but it did not work. Any suggestions? So the reason Bonide Weed Beater Ultra didn't work is because that particular product is designed to kill broadleaf weeds. This is Bermuda grass, and as you are finding out, it spreads very, very quickly. So you actually need a product that's going to kill, grassy weeds, and particularly something that's designed to handle Bermuda grass. And the product we actually recommend is BioAdvanced Extreme Crabgrass Killer. This product works great on crabgrass. We use it a lot for Japanese stiltgrass, and obviously it's going to work really well on Bermuda grass as well. Now again, just to reiterate, Bermuda grass is invasive, it spreads very, very quickly, so you may have to put down more than one application to get it all. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, if you don't find the source of where it's coming from, this could be something that you're battling all year long. But fortunately, BioAdvance Extreme Crabgrass Killer is a great product. It will work. Head over to rosensonline.com to pick up a couple of bottles today. The next question is from Peter. Tim, will my lawn revive after fertilizing with turf trust after a bout with red thread? So nitrogen is the best way to fight against red thread, and lucky for you, turf trust fertilizers are full of it. So yeah, absolutely. Anytime that your lawn is stressed and it deals with something like red thread, and frankly, there are a number of factors that are involved in terms of the formation of red thread, and most of them are weather related and completely out of your control. So when you get it, putting down some turf trust to feed your lawn is actually really, really going to help. So you're definitely on the right track. You know, again, you can also get a rake and start raking up some of those outbreak areas that are in your lawn. Again, you want to bag it up and discard it. And then again, make sure that you actually properly wash the rake, because again, if you're using that in other areas of your lawn or your gardens, you don't want to be spreading around that particular pathogen to other parts of your lawn. But yeah, put down turf trust. It's got lots of nitrogen. It's really going to help rake up the areas where you see that red thread, and your lawn's going to come back better than ever. The final question for today is from Pam. Hi Tim, can Kickstart be used as a foliar feed or only on the soil? So one of the reasons we love Kickstart so much is because it's so versatile. You can use it as a foliar spray or as a soil drench, and it will be equally as effective. Now, to be honest, I use it both ways, and it really just depends on the situation. If I'm watering down a garden, I usually don't have anything that's too tall growing in the garden, so it's really easy to just cover the foliage areas really, really well. Yeah, you might put a little bit down around the base into the soil, but my focus is usually on the foliage. However, if I'm doing a large bush or a tree, something like that, it can be very difficult to reach the top, level of the foliage, again, depending on how tall it is. And so in that case, using it as a soil drench is the way to go. So again, don't get too concerned about how you're putting it down. Just make sure you put it down, because it's gonna help your grass, gonna help your gardens, it's gonna help your veggies, your trees, your shrubs. Again, it's probably the most versatile product that we have in terms of how it can be used. So have fun with it. You're gonna really, really like the way your gardens, the way your trees, the way your lawn's looking if you are applying Kickstart regularly. All right, folks, just a couple final thoughts here real quickly. Just a reminder, we still have the fall feeding frenzy going on over at rosensonline.com. So if you have not fed your lawn this third time, which really should be right about now, or maybe you're looking ahead to your fourth feeding in early November, head over to rosensonline.com and take advantage of the savings. Again, the Turf Trust Fall Feeding Frenzy is a 3-pack of either the Turf Trust Starter or the Turf Trust Maintenance Fertilizer, and it's available in either the 5M or the 10M bag sizes. So again, you're gonna be saving on the product. It's gonna qualify for free shipping, so you're gonna save a ton of money if you take advantage right now. Remember, if you have overseeded, make sure that you continue to water that newly seeded lawn every single day for at least the first 2 to 3 weeks, because you really want to get that seed established and make sure that grass stays healthy. As you really feed that lawn and water it every day, you should be incorporating Kickstart at least once a week. Again, Kickstart available over at rosensonline.com. Can't speak enough about how effective it is, but its primary function is to help the root system of plants. And so in this case, that newly established grass needs all the help it can get in terms of absorbing the nutrition that's already in the soil, but also that nutrition that Turf Trust starter formula is putting into the soil. So again, use Kickstart on your new grass that you've just planted. You're gonna be really, really glad you did. Folks, thanks so much for all the questions. Again, if you have questions, you need some advice on what's going on in terms of your lawns, your landscaping, just send me an email directly. Send it to tim@rosesonline.com. Give me about 48 hours or so to get back to you, but I promise you that if we receive it, we answer each and every email that we get. Folks, thanks again so much for spending the time with us. We absolutely love the feedback that I get from you guys. We absolutely love how many views we get on our website and how often you guys hit our YouTube channel. So we really, really appreciate it. I hope you folks have an amazing rest of the week. God bless.